Have you ever dated someone who is a huge flirt? Have you ever, maybe you're dating one now, someone who just seems to need a lot of attention and who will just flirt with others so automatically without even a second thought, often even in front of you when you are in a relationship with them? Flirtation. It is something that people fight a lot about in dating. And actually, in this video, I'm going to focus more on the dating component. What happens a lot of times is someone in dating is either okay watching the person they're dating be a flirt, knowing that's who they are, they live with it, they're okay with it, and then that relationship continues on, or they realize in dating, no, that's not for them. They can't do it. And so they need to stop the relationship. And then they never end up in a long-term relationship with that person anyhow. All right. Those are the two sort of scenarios. I am Dr. Seth, psychologist, Dr. Seth Meyers, and I'm going to talk a little bit today about how you can know, how you can figure out if this is something that's going to be workable for you. You're dating somebody and you notice they seem to really enjoy a little bit too much interacting with others when you're out. Maybe you're at restaurants or bars or at social events, parties, could be anything. And, people are always meeting new people and meeting friends of so and so. And you've got the person that you're dating, and it would be totally normal for the person you're dating to be friendly as they meet other people. But no, clock this. The person you're dating, you see really turning on the charm. They light up. They light up like the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree in New York when somebody gives them attention. That is something to watch out for. The reality is, and we do not need to sugarcoat it, not everyone is going to be okay with dating someone who, as a personality type, is just a huge flirt, who loves to flirt, who likes to flirt, who doesn't see a problem with it. Or what's even the most concerning is when you have identified the person you're dating as a flirt and they say they're not even flirting in the first place. They make it seem like that's actually your misperception. Well, actually, unless you tend to be a really, really jealous or kind of paranoid person, you can get a little feedback from a few friends. Have somebody watch the behavior and ask, hey, can you let me know? Does that seem like flirting? If you really don't trust your own instinct. But a lot of times your instinct will tell you, no, this is flirting, and they may admit to it or not. But the question is, are you okay with it? Can you live with it? In my clinical experience in 20 years as being a psychologist, I have found that the average person is not going to be comfortable watching, knowing that the person that they're dating is going to be a flirt. And there's nothing to apologize for that. People have the right to date the kinds of personalities that they date. And if you are comfortable with that and you can blow it off, then that's okay. If you're not comfortable with it, it is also okay for you to express that to the person you're dating. Ask if they can change it, give them some time to change it, and then you would probably need to make your decision about whether you're going to stay in the relationship or not. Here is the one qualifier that I would just like to share with you all, though. The person who is okay dating someone who is a big flirt, those personalities tend to be people who are not really insecure, who are not paranoid, who are not really jealous people, who don't stew or ruminate or obsess or over focus on things that make them feel bad, and who are easily able to blow things off. Those types of personalities are going to be more likely to be okay with someone who's a big flirt. And of course, what we do need to talk about is the white elephant in the room. What we can't always know for sure is, does their flirting mean that they can do that and it's harmless? Or does their flirting indicate that they may actually be practicing this kind of unfaithful betrayal behavior, and that actually it is an indicator that they need attention, and when you're not looking or behind your back, they will actually go and hook up with others sexually or romantically, without you knowing? That's very difficult to know the answer to that question. Now, there's no perfect answer. Some people will flirt, but they will actually stop at engaging in any actual physical betrayal behavior. Some people will flirt with others and not physically cheat on their partner, but actually engage in emotional unfaithfulness and maybe start having texting relationships or online relationships. Maybe keep that door a little bit open because they like attention from others. And then still others who are flirts may actually just flirt and it's harmless because that's a part of their personality and that's a way that they have fun. And yet they will never emotionally or physically cheat on you. Here's the thing: if it bothers you, if you're dating somebody who's a big flirt, it bothers you, and you have expressed it and you have asked, please don't do that in front of me. Please don't do that. It makes me feel bad. And you have explained why it makes you feel bad, and they keep doing it. You need to have an honest conversation with yourself. You need to look honestly at this question: is this relationship going to be workable for you? Or is this enough of a pattern that you are signing on for a future of even more heartbreak? Something to think about. You can also check out other videos in my channel here, Insight with Dr. Seth, to see if there's something else that you can find helpful. Also, follow me on Instagram if you'd like, Insight Dr. Seth Podcast, and check out the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Insight with Dr. Seth, where I do interviews on the human behavior topics that matter most to you. Why? So that we can live smoother, better lives. Have a good one, everybody.